everywhere.
That's got great rates for everyone.
Tonight, the manhunt, the Christmas terror attack, what we've now learned. Authorities believe the driver of the truck was hijacked. He'd been eating in a diner and had just called his wife. Tonight, ISIS now claiming responsibility, and authorities here in the U.S. now on high alert. Images coming in right now of the explosions in Mexico tonight. In an open-air market, fireworks ignited. At least 60 injured, homes set on fire. Also developing the new video from inside the assassination. The Russian diplomat gunned down. Tonight we learned the shooter was a member of the police riot squad. The travel nightmare in this country, just days until Christmas, the passengers and their luggage piled up. And the major federal investigation breaking late today, 1 million vehicles here in the U.S., the new rollaway risk. 25 accidents reported already.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Tuesday night. And we begin with the chilling new reporting tonight after the terror attack inside that Christmas market. A truck plowing through the crowd. The hunt is on tonight for that suspected driver. And this evening, we learn investigators now believe the original driver of the truck had been hijacked, killed. He was delivering steel to Berlin. He'd been talking with his wife and said he would call her back after a stop for a meal. Tonight, you can see the smashed out windshield of the truck, the aftermath of that deadly attack. This evening, the heightened alert right here in the U.S. after ISIS called for truck attacks. And this evening, they have now claimed responsibility. ABC's Matt Gutman is in Berlin.
Tonight, ISIS claiming credit for these scenes of horror. Holiday shoppers huddled on the ground, some injured, others helping the wounded. Here in Germany, an all-out manhunt for those responsible. Police releasing a Pakistani man they held overnight, unable to tie him to the crime. And now intense focus on the murder weapon, that semi-truck. The front window shattered, Christmas garlands tangled in the glass.
As workers and police begin to haul away that truck, they hope that what's inside could yield key clues in this investigation.
The truck driver discovered dead inside. German officials say he'd been shot, but no gun was found on the scene. He was delivering steel beams from Italy to Germany. Investigators now scouring this area on the outskirts of Berlin where he may have parked. The afternoon of the attack, he called his wife, saying he was grabbing some food. He said he'd call her back, but never did. This surveillance video later showing him in a diner. Authorities believe he was hijacked. They have the truck's GPS and are retracing the route that led it to the market. 8:02 p.m., the plaza decked with holiday lights, packed with people. The truck plowing through the wooden stalls, going nearly 90 yards before coming to a stop. American Shandana Durrani was there.
All of a sudden, I heard some crashing and screaming, and I looked up and I saw this truck barreling sideways, sort of pushing into the market and coming right at me.
Trapped in the chaos, she heard pops and thought it was a gun.
There was really no place to go. It was either run straight through the other end of the market or get shot if there was a gun.
And were you immediately aware that people were hurt?
Yeah, I heard people screaming. People were being hit.
12 people killed in the attack, at least 45 injured. The market stalls in splinters, Christmas trees strewn in the road. Tonight, the city on edge with at least one terrorist still on the loose.
This is Friedrichstrasse. It's the heart of Berlin, and normally at this hour you'd expect to see rush hour traffic, but right now it is eerily quiet.
German Chancellor Angela Merkel visiting the scene of the horror, like so many Germans, laying flowers. But amid the grief, resilience. I will not be intimidated, this woman says. And tonight, so many linking hands in solidarity, heavily armed police looking on.
And Matt Gutman is with us live from Berlin tonight. So the man they had in custody now released. And Matt, German authorities tonight are now making an all-out appeal to the public.
That's right, David. There are a few surveillance cameras in Germany, and so authorities are appealing to the public for video and tips. They set up a hotline that has already received over 500 tips. They believe 80 of them are credible, but it seems investigators still don't know whether or not that terrorist was acting alone or as part of a cell, or if there are other attacks planned. David.
ABC's Matt Gutman leading us off from Germany tonight. Matt, thank you. Back here at home, meanwhile, Americans on edge as well. Security stepped up tonight at Christmas markets and malls, at holiday events. Within hours of the attack in Berlin, highly trained police were standing guard right here in New York City. But ABC's Lindsay Davis asks tonight, is it possible to defend against attacks using trucks as the main weapon?
Tonight, shoppers are finding high-powered weapons alongside holiday trinkets.
Yes, we're frightened. It's scary, but here we are.
Squads of heavily armed officers with long guns patrolling in the wake of that terror attack in Berlin, leaving this question on so many minds.
How do you prevent a truck attack? I mean, it just doesn't seem like it's possible to have enough barricades everywhere.
You can't prevent or protect every piece of New York City all the time, everywhere, or you actually prevent nothing and protect nothing.
At large events like New York's Thanksgiving Day Parade, sanitation trucks filled with sand were deployed. The Department of Homeland Security issued a bulletin warning that holiday celebrations lasting through the inauguration could be targeted. Washington, D.C. is taking extra precautions on heightened alert. U.S. police have been concerned about truck attacks for months. At the GOP convention in Cleveland, heavy-duty trucks were positioned to protect the crowds.
And Lindsay Davis with us live as well tonight. And Lindsay, you learned today it's not, of course, just the added presence on the streets and at malls and markets around the country. It's what's happening behind the scenes.
That's exactly right, David. In addition to those 500 specially trained officers that are on the streets here in New York, they're also gathering intelligence, they're monitoring surveillance, putting up barricades, a host of other security tactics. But they say at this point there is no specific security threat. David.
Lindsay Davis with us as well tonight. Lindsay, thank you. We turn next here to a terror suspect right here at home tonight, the man accused of setting off bombs in New York City and in New Jersey, making his first appearance in court. Ahmad Rahimi, wearing a bulletproof vest, still appearing weak after being shot during his capture. He pleaded not guilty today of trying to kill police officers during that gun battle. Rahimi now faces separate federal charges for the bombings. 31 people were injured in the blast in New York City's Chelsea neighborhood. There are dramatic images coming in from Mexico tonight. A deadly disaster late today at the country's best-known fireworks market as shoppers bought firecrackers and rockets to celebrate the holidays. A massive explosion ripping through the market, leaving dozens injured. ABC's Wjla Benitez with the images coming in at this hour.
You're looking at dramatic images from the outskirts of Mexico City. Explosions at Mexico's best-known fireworks market during its busiest time, just before Christmas and New Year's Eve. Smoke billowing into the sky, at least 60 people injured, and early reports suggest some may have died. On the ground, confusion, chaos, and shock as people walk through the charred debris. Listen, and you can hear fireworks still going off in the background. Tonight, no word on what may have caused the explosion. Wjla Benitez, ABC News, New York.
Gio, thank you. Next tonight here to new video coming in of that assassination of Russia's ambassador to Turkey. It happened at an art gallery, cameras rolling. The gunman, it turns out, a member of the police riot squad. Authorities now believe he staked out that event well ahead of time, then firing shots and shouting about Aleppo in Syria. ABC's chief foreign correspondent Terry Moran from Moscow with that video tonight.
In the new video filmed by a news crew, you can see the Turkish assassin standing behind the Russian ambassador like he's security for the event, then calmly stepping to the side, waiting for his moment, and then reaching for his gun and opening fire. In the chaos that followed, a brave Associated Press photographer kept snapping these pictures. People huddled on the floor, the gunman defiant. That photojournalist speaking out now about those terrifying moments.
It was like a movie, like in theater.
And adding a grim new detail, the assassin fired a final kill shot.
He shot again from close range on the body of ambassador.
The killer, 22-year-old police officer Mevlut Atintas. He'd called in sick a few hours earlier. Tonight, it's the assassin's words. Don't forget Aleppo, don't forget Syria that are the key. Vladimir Putin's war in Syria, a massive effort we saw firsthand earlier this year.
This is the tip of the spear of Russian air power in Syria.
has led to mass casualties, especially in the merciless destruction of Aleppo by Russian and Syrian government forces, this the apparent motive for the assassination. But Russia has learned, as have so many others, that the war in Syria is not confined to her borders. It is an open wound in the world, and the violence is spreading. David?
Our chief foreign correspondent, Terry Moran, with us again tonight. Back here at home now, and a growing outrage and a growing reward at this hour in that road rage manhunt in Arkansas. The FBI now joining the search for the gunman who killed a 3-year-old boy, angry that the boy's grandmother was driving too slow. That grandmother not realizing her own grandson had even been shot until she pulled over at the JCPenney store. ABC's Philip Mena is in Little Rock.
Tonight, the FBI and Little Rock police in an all-out manhunt, searching for the suspect accused of opening fire, killing this 3-year-old boy, Asen King, in an apparent case of road rage. Bystanders calling 911. You can hear Asen's grandmother, Kim King Macon, trying to describe the horror.
Oh my God!
It wasn't until she pulled into this JCPenney parking lot that she realized her grandson in the back seat was hit.
I was at the stop sign and the guy threw the horn at me and I threw it back and he shot, but I thought he shot in the air, he shot at the car.
Inside the police station tonight, authorities telling us they've received dozens of tips and doubled the reward to $40,000.
We believe that he either is familiar with the area or he lives in the area. So we're hopeful that someone in the area where the shooting occurred could lead us in the right direction.
Hunting for the toddler's killer and the black 2003 Chevy Impala he was said to be driving. David, a candlelight vigil for little Asen will be held behind me here tomorrow night. The community coming together where this tragedy occurred. David?
Just a horrible story. Philip Mena in Little Rock again. Philip, thank you. Next tonight, with millions of Americans traveling, just a few days left until Christmas now, the slow-motion travel nightmare playing out at the Denver airport. A weekend snowstorm triggering hundreds of flight cancellations and delays. And tonight, three days later, one airline still sorting out the luggage and some passengers still waiting to take off. Here's ABC's Lindsay Janis.
Tonight, Frontier Airlines struggling to get back on track. Some passengers stranded at Denver International Airport since Sunday.
My daughter and I have been here for 2 days in the airport waiting.
Where are you sleeping?
Just on chairs.
The airline, which uses Denver as a hub, crippled by the weekend snowstorm.
They seem very disorganized.
Passengers on one flight say they were stranded for 5 hours on the tarmac Sunday.
After 4 hours, I called the Denver security and I said, we're being held against our will.
Some travelers forced to sleep at the airport.
If you're waiting for baggage.
Others searching through a sea of luggage, hoping to find theirs.
Oh, and you got an 18-month-old. You know, he's been screaming and crying all day. He's hungry, he's tired.
Tonight, Frontier scrambling to clear the chaos, trying to reunite hundreds of passengers with those bags and get flights moving.
David, Frontier is a budget carrier and has no partnerships, so it couldn't rebook passengers on other airlines. Those people who didn't want to wait for another Frontier flight received vouchers or refunds. David?
Lindsay Janis on the story for us tonight. Lindsay, thank you. New storms this evening we are tracking in the northwest and in the mountains. This semi-truck crashing on the snow and ice in Spokane, Washington. I-90 there shut down in both directions for some time. 40-mile-an-hour winds blowing fresh snow in Casper, Wyoming tonight. Meantime, we are also tracking the warm-up elsewhere. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z. She's live along the West Side Highway here in Manhattan tonight. Hey, Ginger.
Hey there, David. We made it to freezing today. How exciting here in New York City, actually just above. I want to take you to the maps, though, because that milder Pacific air is not just here along the East Coast, but it's moving that jet stream also to the north and allowing that mild air in. So you can see some of the numbers. Wednesday's highs some 10 degrees above average in a lot of places. It'll be near 50 degrees in Washington, D.C. Now that's Wednesday, but it sticks around, David. As we go through the holiday weekend, a lot of folks will have a mild Christmas on their hands.
In the meantime, Ginger, for so many people who are tired of it getting so dark so early, that's about to get a little better.
Yes, it is. The winter solstice officially begins 5:44 a.m. tomorrow morning. So things are about to get better. It is the shortest day, longest night, but we only go up from here, David.
All right. Looking forward to the new year. Ginger Z with us tonight. Ginger, thanks. There is still much more ahead on World News Tonight this Tuesday. The major federal investigation we learned about late today involving more than 1 million vehicles on the roads here in the U.S. The new rollaway risk tonight. 25 accidents reported already, and we'll have the reporting after the break. Panic in the air, the struggle on board a passenger plane, and the name you'll know who apparently helped get things under control. And America Strong tonight. Take a look, number 5 right there in the middle. He is looking up, and we will show you what he is looking at that had everyone stunned on that court. And that player, you'll hear from him right here tonight.
The holidays should bring joy. So why are you still putting up with complicated cashback cards? Some cards limit where you earn bonus cashback to places they choose. Then they change those places every few months. Quicksilver keeps it simple. With Quicksilver, you've always earned unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase, everywhere. 'Tis the season for simple. What's in your wallet?
Coaching means making tough choices.
Jim, you're in.
But when you have high blood pressure and need cold medicine that works fast, the choice is simple. Coricidin HBP is the only brand that gives powerful cold symptom relief without raising your blood